Hello everyone and welcome back to Saring Men Academy. In this video, we will be exploring arrays in C. So let's get started. Let's first open a compiler. So basically what are arrays? If someone tells you to store exam scores of 50 different students, you can create 50 different variables like score 1 equal to 50, score 2 is equal to 45 and so on until 50 times, but it would be a time consuming process. And now you might be thinking that we can use loops for it, but no, we cannot use loops for it, because loops are used to repeat the same thing again and again. But here I need to store exam scores of 50 different students. So this doesn't mean that the exam scores of 50 different students would be the same, or it would be in a sequence, like it would be added one after one. Like if one student's score is 30, other ones would be 31, 32, 33. It wouldn't be like that. It would be different. One might getting 50, other might getting 40, like that. So the value varies. So we cannot use loops here. Then what shall we use? We would use arrays here. So arrays are actually an entire place where we can store values of the same data type. If we store integer, we can store integer only. If we store double, we need to store double only, like that. Now let's look how to create an array. So first of all, let's create the header file. Then let's create the main function. Now in order to create an array, first of all we need to specify its data type. So since I am going to store the marks of students, that means exam scores, which would be integer data type, I'll write int. Then name of the array, I'll give ARR. Then while creating an array, we have to give 2 square brackets, and then inside it I have to write how many data will I store. So for this video I am going to store an array with 5 different values, so I'll write 5, then put an equal to sign, then I'll open curly braces, and inside curly braces I need to write the values inside my array. So the first value if I need to store would be 45, I write 45, then 50, 49, 41 and 47, and then I put a semicolon. Now we have created an array. Now if I want to access a specific element of an array, suppose I need to access the first element of an array, I need to use indexing. Now indexing is a process where the program would find the specific element that we are looking for using an index range. Now the first range of the index would always start from 0, not from 1. Yes, in most of the programming languages the index starts from 0. In Python, in C, C++, in all these languages the index starts from 0 and not from 1. So if I need to access the first element, which is 45, I need to print the first element of index range 0. So let's look how to index. So I write indexing an element in an array. This is a command which I am creating, and then I am writing printf. Since this array is of an integer data type, I'll give the format specifier, it should be %d. Then I put a comma. Then I write the name of the array, which is ARR, and then I put a square bracket, and inside square bracket I write my index range. Now since I want to index the first element of the array, I write 0. Then I put a semicolon. Then if I run my code, it will print 45. As you can see, it has printed 45. Now similarly, if I want to print the second element, which is 50, I have to write %d. Here I put \n, separate with comma, then I write 1, then I put the semicolon. And that's the end of this video. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like it and share it with your friends and family. Thank you for watching.